Sometimes life does not whisper its lessons. Sometimes it shakes you until you feel empty inside. There comes a moment when you look around and realize that the life you were building no longer exists. The plans you trusted have failed. The people you depended on have disappeared. Your prayers feel unanswered, and your patience feels wasted. You wake up each morning with a heavy heart, asking yourself a painful question: where did I go wrong? This is the moment when many people give up, but this is also the moment when a person truly begins. This is the story of a man who felt completely lost and found himself in the place he least expected. In a crowded city where everyone seemed to be rushing somewhere, lived a man named Armand. He was not famous, he was not rich, he was not extraordinary in the eyes of the world, but like many others, he carried dreams quietly inside his heart. Armand believed in simple things: hard work, honesty, patience. He believed that if you stayed sincere and kept moving forward, life would eventually reward you. For years, he worked at a small design firm. The pay was just enough to survive, but he told himself, "This is temporary. Better days are coming." Every morning, he stood in front of the mirror, adjusted his worn-out tie, and forced a hopeful smile. "One step at a time," he would say. "I'll get there." Then, one ordinary afternoon, everything changed. The manager called him into the office and avoided eye contact. The company was downsizing, budgets were tight, positions were being cut. Armand's name was on the list. Just like that, the future he imagined disappeared. At first, he stayed calm. "This is just a phase," he told himself. "Something better is waiting." He updated his resume, applied everywhere, attended interviews, and followed up politely. Days passed, then weeks, then months. Rejections became routine. "You don't have enough experience. You're overqualified. We'll call you." They never did. Slowly, Armand's confidence began to fade. His savings vanished. Rent became a burden. Friends stopped checking in. Invitations stopped coming. Conversations became awkward. People didn't know what to say to someone who was struggling, so they said nothing at all. One night, sitting alone in his small apartment, Armand stared at the ceiling and whispered, "I did everything right. Why is my life falling apart?" There was no answer, only silence. Then, life delivered another blow. His mother fell seriously ill. Hospital visits replaced job interviews. Medical bills replaced hope. Armand watched helplessly as numbers grew and options disappeared. Sleep became rare. Smiles became impossible. He felt trapped between responsibility and helplessness. One evening, after a long day at the hospital, Armand walked home slowly. The city lights felt distant. The noise felt meaningless. He stopped on a bridge and looked down at the dark water below. For the first time, a frightening thought crossed his mind. What if I am not strong enough for this life? That scared him, not because he wanted to give up, but because he no longer knew who he was without his plans, his job, his identity. Soon, he lost his apartment. With nowhere else to go, Armand moved into a small, neglected room behind an old warehouse. The walls were cracked, the floor was cold, the silence was heavy. At night, he lay awake listening to the sounds of the city, feeling invisible. Some nights, hunger kept him awake. Other nights, his thoughts did. What am I supposed to do now? Who am I without success? Is this all my life will ever be? One rainy evening, after another day of disappointment, Armand returned to his shelter and found the door broken. Rain had soaked his few belongings. His documents were ruined. His clothes were useless. Standing there in the rain, something inside him collapsed. He sat down on the wet ground and cried, not quietly, not politely, but deeply. He cried for the dreams he lost, the effort that seemed wasted, and the version of himself he no longer recognized. That night, he felt completely lost. Days passed. Armand stopped looking for answers. He simply existed. One morning, exhausted and weak, he sat near a small roadside cafe, staring at nothing in particular. That's when he noticed something small. A stray dog lay near the sidewalk, injured and trembling. People walked past it. Some glanced, some ignored it completely. The dog tried to stand, but collapsed again. Something stirred inside Armand. Without thinking, he approached the dog. He used water from the cafe to clean its wound. He stayed beside it, shielding it from traffic and noise. Hours passed. The dog slowly calmed. For the first time in months, Armand felt useful. The next day, he returned with leftover food. The dog wagged his tail weakly. That small reaction filled a space inside Armand that had been empty for a long time. He began helping other strays, cleaning wounds, feeding them, sitting with them. It became his routine, his reason to wake up. People started noticing. Some smiled. Some asked questions. Some offered help. One afternoon, an elderly woman stopped and watched him quietly. "You have patience," she said, "and a kind heart. Not everyone stops." Those words stayed with him. Weeks later, the woman returned. She ran a small animal care center nearby and had been observing Armand. "We need someone like you," she said, "not for money, for care." Armand hesitated. "I don't need a salary," he replied softly. "I just need purpose." She smiled. "Purpose is exactly what we offer." Working at the center was hard. The work was messy, tiring, and emotionally heavy. But every life he helped reminded him of his own journey. Healing others began healing him. Slowly, things changed. The center helped him find a small room. They helped him rebuild his confidence. They trusted him with responsibility. And Armand, who once felt useless, began leading with compassion. Months later, he stood in the same city that once felt cold, but now felt familiar. He had not found success the way he imagined, but he had found himself. One evening, as he closed the shelter gates, he looked up at the sky and felt something he hadn't felt in a long time: peace. Life had stripped him of everything he thought defined him, but in doing so, it showed him who he truly was. He whispered, "Thank you for getting me lost." Because sometimes, getting lost is how you find the path meant for you. When you feel lost in life, it doesn't mean you have failed. It means your old direction is no longer serving you. Not every breakdown is the end. Not every delay is rejection. Some losses are redirections in disguise. So, if you feel lost today, don't rush to find answers. First, find yourself. Your story is still being written.